You hit the gym 5 days a week and diligently eat 100 grams of protein every day. Yet, for many adults over 60, muscle mass continues to shrink despite the effort. This is sarcopenia. At this stage of life, the standard gym logic of more protein and heavier weights often fails because the underlying biological machinery has changed. Many attempt to bridge this gap with magnesium pills. However, an aging digestive tract often lacks the specific cofactors required to transport these isolated minerals into the bloodstream, leaving the supplement unabsorbed. Without a biological catalyst to facilitate absorption, consumed protein and isolated minerals remain separate and stagnant. The raw materials are present, but the body lacks the mechanism to bind them into new muscle tissue. Muscle growth is not solely powered by contraction. It requires a distinct functional relaxation phase. When bioavailable magnesium is missing, muscle fibers stay trapped in a state of partial contraction, like a fist unable to loosen its grip. This animation illustrates the bottleneck. While a healthy fiber extends fully, the magnesium-deficient fiber stays locked in place. This rigid state restricts blood flow. Protein molecules and fresh nutrients cannot penetrate the dense, contracted tissue, causing the synthesis process to stall. Magnesium provides the metabolic signal that forces these fibers to disengage. Once the muscle relaxes, the protein you consume can finally enter the tissue to begin the rebuilding process. Cooked spinach provides magnesium specifically paired with folate and potassium. This combination targets the inflammation that often prevents senior muscle tissue from recovering after a workout. A 4-year Harvard study of 900 seniors confirmed the impact of this diet. Participants with high intakes of leafy greens maintained significantly higher muscle mass and physical strength compared to those with mineral deficiencies. Pumpkin seeds offer a different biological advantage: chelated magnesium. Because the mineral is naturally bound to amino acids, it acts as a direct fuel source for cellular energy, cutting down the time required for muscle repair. Chia seeds stabilize the system further by binding magnesium with omega-3 fatty acids. This pairing repairs the muscle membranes and regulates the electrical signals that cause chronic cramping. When these 3 foods are consumed together, they provide folate, amino acids, and omega-3s simultaneously. This creates a specific absorption pathway that allows an aging gut to process the magnesium more efficiently than any pill. These foods function as a calculated chemical combination, restoring the biological systems necessary to utilize protein after age 60. The effectiveness of this nutritional stack depends entirely on avoiding 2 common dietary habits that counteract magnesium absorption. The first habit is the consumption of soda, including diet varieties. The phosphoric acid used in these drinks creates a chemical barrier that prevents new magnesium from entering the system. Phosphoric acid also triggers a leaching process. It draws existing magnesium out of the muscle tissue and leaves behind compounds that further weaken the fibers. The second conflict arises from high-sodium packaged breakfast cereals, often consumed during the same window as healthy magnesium sources. High sodium levels in the morning create acute pressure on the kidneys. In an attempt to balance the salt intake, the kidneys begin to flush vital magnesium out of the body through urine. Combining these high-sodium or acidic items with your meals negates the nutritional gains. It creates a metabolic environment where the body effectively starves the muscles of the minerals they need most. Restarting muscle synthesis at 60 requires moving away from isolated supplements and avoiding chemical saboteurs. The combination of spinach, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds provides the specific cofactors required for absorption. This shift in nutrition is what maintains physical independence. It directly impacts your grip strength, gait stability, and walking endurance as you age. Consider your own daily routine. Are there hidden sodium sources or sodas that might be neutralizing your efforts? Share your experience in the comments. For those ready to implement these changes, I've compiled 93 high-protein and magnesium-rich recipes specifically for combating sarcopenia. You can download the guide through the link in the description. In the next video, I'm sharing a method to increase arm muscle activation by 31% without lifting a single weight. Subscribe so you don't miss that insight. See you in the next one.